behind is your neighbor. Treat him with love. The guy taking your order is your neighbor. Treat him with love. Everywhere you go, just love, love, love. Love, 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 love. I would encourage you to do this. I think every family should have a verse in the Bible that is their verse. Now, it gets the family through hard times. It gets the family through good times. It's a good thing when... ours was Philippians. My sister will tell you right away. In Philippians.
Romans 8:28.
What's that?
Romans 8:28.
Oh, wrong chapter. See, I did that on purpose. Come on. I just want to see if she knew it. Go ahead, say it. What is it?
I knew I've been thinking Philippians, like I do all things through. That's
That's it. That's what we grew up with. Philippians. That's what I said. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And my mom always and dad were always reminding me of that. If I came home with a bad grade, you can do better. You can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. You can do this. And I built my life on the foundation that I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Second of all, every Christian family, there should be a word that you're known by. And it's my prayer that word, that when people think about your family, a word comes to their mind. I hope it's fruits of the Spirit. Love, peace, joy, patience, kindness, long-suffering. I hope it's those things. And if it is, God bless you. You're on your way. Let me real quickly come down to this. Let me talk a little bit about my practical vision for you. This is what I think you should do, but there's a vision I have for you. And it's this. Jesus grew in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man. If we just set our course to do that as children, you're setting your course on the right sail. Just grow in wisdom, both earthly wisdom and especially spiritual wisdom. And you're going to grow in stature. It amazes me. You can't stop that one, okay? Just looking around how quickly people get. You're going to come back next fall, and I'm going, holy cow, you've gotten bigger. Jerry came in. Whoa, you've been in college. You've been beefing up there, buddy. He grew bigger. You're going to grow bigger. So that's going to come. But the wisdom and the bottom in favor with God and man. Seek that, guys, in your Christian life, and watch what happens. So many good things will occur. I want you to remember to use really good sound judgment principles that I gave you there in growing up. But there seems to be a disconnect at Mount Mission School, and I'm going to finish up with this concept. I've always noticed that there are some of you that just don't get it. And you don't know how much that tortures me, that you don't get it. What is it that you're not getting it? Why can't you see how much God has done for you here? Why can't you see the need to come up and take communion in remembrance of Him? Why is it that you don't see the need to bow your head when you pray or to stand when you're singing praises to Him? What is wrong? Where are we not connecting with you? And I pray, God, please, show me something to make a connection. Because I don't want them leaving here not knowing what I know. I want them to be a part of the family of God. But you're making the choice not to. And it is your choice. And I have to realize that everyone, when Jesus walked the earth, made choices too. The most religious people of the day, the Pharisees and Sadducees, crucified Him. So I'm no better than Jesus. I understand that. But I do have resolve that I'm going to figure out, each one of you, how I can show you Jesus more, because that's how valuable He is to me. It is so important, but there is a disconnect. I'll show you how much disconnect there is. I do memory verses in Bible class, and I circle the words that are misspelled. And if they misspell too many of them, I take a point off. And when the kids say, why are you taking points off? This isn't English class. Disconnect. That's a total disconnect. Everywhere you go, you should be spelling correctly. It's not just an English class. How foolish. I remember going to see a graduate once, and he was really sick, and he called me and said, Mr. Turtz, I spent the day in the hospital. What's wrong? They don't know. And so I went up to see him. He was up here, right up here over there. No, Orange City, that way. And when I got there, I just said, walk me through the day. And he says, well, I work. And I said, where do you work? He said, well, actually, only 2 blocks down. I said, well, that's good. You walk? He goes, yeah. I said, well, that's good. And I knew he didn't have a car. I said, where do you eat breakfast? He goes, Hardee's. I said, okay. Now, where do you eat lunch? He said, well, it's right there by the factory. So I eat lunch at Hardee's. Okay. I'm afraid to ask, where do you eat supper? Hardee's. I said, oh my goodness, son, you're malnutrition. No wonder your body's shutting down. You can't have hamburgers every day for all 3 meals, as good as they are. You got to have vegetables. So my wife and I took him out. We taught him how to go to the store and here's what he said. Oh, we did this in home ec class. Yeah? Disconnect. The inability to realize what someone is teaching you is really going to pay off someday if you learn it. You don't know when, but it will come around. But how do you get rid of the disconnect? Well, I remember how Jesus did it. He came, walked on this earth, and gave his life for me and you. And he was hung on a cross so he could connect and reconnect with me and you. The decision's yours. We are the family of God, and you're welcome to join it anytime you want to. And my family will open our arms and hug you and bring you in with all the love that they can muster. But you're the one that has to make that decision. Band, you can come up. I think I got another slide here to finish up. Live God's way and make great memories that lead to an abundant life. That's my word to you. We're going to come up here and they're going to lead a song of invitation for you to join the family of God. Let's pray first. Father, first and foremost, I want to thank you for grafting and adopting me into your family and making me an heir to the throne. All the hype about the royal wedding yesterday was so much nonsense, but it sure focused me on how you feel about us and the royalty you've given us, the status you have given us, the rights that you have given us, simply because we say, I take your son Jesus as my Lord and Savior. Pray for those souls out there that have yet to do it. I pray towards and for their day of salvation. And may your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.